next up we got the strong wire. I run literally 2 plays out of this formation, nothing else. I have no interest in doing anything else. I may use this to try and run the clock out maybe, but in general I won't even bother. I'll almost always come out in a stretch alert X looky, and I'll always run it to the as it is. I won't ever flip the play, never flip the play, because it changes up which wide receiver's on it, and we want our best guy on the route that we're going to throw. So we come out in the stretch alert X looky, and I don't know, say for example we get a cover 3 sky. So you see this, and I respot the ball so it's further back. It doesn't matter which hash mark we're on. Some players do, but this one doesn't. So we're pretty much just going to run it in the middle of the field. It doesn't matter. So this is against a 3-4 cover 3. Ideally, you probably don't really want to do this, but we come out in this play just so we can hit the run. We actually get blown up for a loss there, but whatever. The run is just because this is better than the zone alert smoke run. This you get 3 yards, it's whatever. The the run isn't really what we're here for. The run is just to try and pick up a few yards, whatever, even if it's just to get in your minimum carry amount. We come out in that. So yeah, that's against the cover 3. You could always kind of throw that backside if you wanted to make a guy miss. You might be able to house it, but I honestly wouldn't bother with that. The main reason that we come out in this play is in the hopes, now if we don't get what we're looking for and we get, say, that last one which was a cover 3, we're just going to run the ball. But ideally we're coming out in this to try and get something like Stormbrave 1, cover 1 hole, cover 1 robber, or say pinch bucko. It doesn't really matter, any kind of, you know, one of these plays. Even someone crazy enough, I would quite often do this, come out and say something like Overstorm Brave. So they're out and Overstorm Brave. Now again, same thing as always, no one's 10 yards further than the line of scrimmage, so you know it's a man blitz. This is pretty much a guaranteed man blitz every time. So you can run the ball against this man blitz, you probably get some good yards too. Yeah, look, maybe Singletary slow, so you can't get that many yards, but it's solid. What we're really wanting to do here is this play, PA boot X shot. This is a 1-play touchdown pretty much every time against this. Every now and then it's not, but so audible to the X shot. See Diggs route, that's where we're going to throw the ball to. So, but what you want to do first is go on hot route on Diggs, and then where it says R1 to smart route it so that it makes it a lot shorter. This will pretty much get him wide open over the top of everything. I'd probably put your tight end Knox on an in route. This is a check down just in case you have misread it, the user plays it, whatever happens. He should get open anyway. See, Knox is open, just throw it to him. It's only 5 yards. That's just if we fucked it up and read the defense wrong. But if we look on the replay, see, Knox is there, but look, Diggs has him beat. Diggs has him beat, he's further upfield than him, he was gone. So we'll run it again. So we're in the stretch. There's PA boot X shot. Put Diggs on that. Put him on the in. Leave circle. You can put circle. You could probably put circle on and out. This probably won't work, but you could theoretically throw this out route or something as well. I like to keep him crossing the field because if it is zone and we have misread the coverage, it gives us pretty much a flood to the left hand side. So you've got Knox on the shallow route, circle on the deep crossing route, and then Diggs is going to run the deep corner back off anyway. That's if we've misread it. It's hard to misread this, you know what you got. So this is how you want the play to look. Do that, cut it off, and we get pressured, of course. Good job by the left tackle there. I'll slide protect left, see if that does anything. It probably won't, because the game is bad. And look at it. And yeah, okay. Right, well, this is annoying. The pass rush in practice mode is ridiculous, but generally you won't get pressured that fast. Try again. We'll even go with a double team out there. So, and look, roast him over the top. Diggs catches it. And yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do. Reset play. Alright, so we got our man blitz look. BA boot X shot. Do that. Put him on the in. Like that. Throw, and look. Diggs got him beat. Do that. The pressure's coming in a lot faster than it normally will because you are actually blocking 6 guys and they're only rushing 6 guys. If you really wanted to, you could keep the tight end in as well. I wouldn't recommend it because you have nothing else, but if you wanted to, you could maybe keep the tight end in for that. Davis on the slant across. Throw this ball out here. Allen misses him as well. Normally that safety in an actual game won't drop. The safety's only dropping because he's on the running back and he realises that he doesn't have to play him anymore. But you can see that it beats the cornerback it has to beat every time and we get a touchdown. That cornerback's actually staying a lot closer than he would normally. In a normal game he wouldn't stay that close. If we go to, I don't know, it will work versus both a man blitz and a cover 1. So we'll come in there. And we'll go something like to get less pressure on us, cover 1 hole. It'll work the same versus cover 1 hole, same look as before. We want to be out in something like this, and Diggs has him beat right over the top. You got yourself a touchdown. It's not even normally that close, to be honest. Normally it's wide open by a mile. That's open enough, but normally it's actually a lot more wide open than that. Normally I'm lobbing these because it's close. Normally you wouldn't even have to lob this pass. It's normally like wide open that you could just bullet it. You'd probably still bullet it, but Allen misses the throw. But yeah, this is a good play to hit home runs when your opponent's not expecting it, because they think that something like a cover 1 here, you're not going to be able to beat him in this manner, but you can. Right over the top, Diggs catches it, and you're gone. You probably want to have a receiver with ideally 90 deep route running and some good speed. Like Diggs has well over 90 deep route running, but it doesn't matter how much above. You ideally want him to have 90 deep route running and probably about 92 plus speed. Diggs has 92, that's right on the edge, but throw this ball over the top and it misses it. But you can see the idea, it's normally not that close. Normally you're going up against worse cornerbacks because this is the team's number 2 cornerback out here. And unless people change him, you'll generally be going up against the number 2 cornerback with your best guy. Which means a lot of the time you're not going to be facing JC Jackson's a solid cornerback, 91 speed or something like that, and he's an 80, I think he's got 80 something man coverage. He actually plays this quite well. Most of the time it won't get played that well. But you can still see, we still, you know, I was throwing that a little bit late. I probably shouldn't have bulleted it, or lobbed it, I should have bulleted it, because you need to see, ideally, I'm going to do something like this. But if you misread it, you need the in from Knox as your check down. See, that's how wide open it normally gets. That's more representative of what normally would happen. He'll be open by an absolute mile. So every time you see something like this, that ideally, as I say, you want to streak this guy, but you really can't because you need to have a check down. Do that, and Diggs has got him beat there enough. Right in there, catch it. As I say, it's not normally this close. I don't know why. It's practice mode is a bit funky at times, but you have to make sure you're smart route that. You have to make sure it's short, because I'll show you what happens if you don't smart route it. Okay, defense is just audible. That shouldn't have happened. So we'll just throw this out here. If you don't smart route it, he won't beat him at all. So you go with something like this. He won't actually, or he'll very rarely actually beat him. See, look, he hasn't beaten him at all. There's nothing going on there. You can throw it up, try and get a moss, but you're not going to get it. So you have to make sure that you smart route this and get it shallow like that. And then you'll just throw this ball over the top. And that cornerback is playing it immensely well. They don't normally play it like that. But that's pretty much all we're looking to do on that. Now say, I'll quickly show you what it looks like. This video's gone on way too long for just 2 plays. So it is the cover 3 sky. We're thinking it's cover 1. We set everything up. We misread it. It's a cover 3. All you're going to do is look to throw this ball here. You may get that guy back to it, you may not. But in general, all you're probably going to do if you misread the coverage is just throw this in here, just take your yards. It's barely anything, it's like 5 yards at most. but sometimes that's how it goes. You may even want to slant this guy across. You may be able to get a decent high-low like this. Yeah, not really. That guy's a crap receiver anyways. But ideally, if you're not sure, you probably mainly want to run this against the man blitzes where it's blatant. If you're not sure, you probably just want to throw this ball here and do what you got to do. Yeah. So this is one of the best plays for getting bombs off on people though. Even it's not that far off on cover 3 by a what catch. But yeah, this is one of the best plays for craftily just hitting a one-play TD when they're not expecting it. Do something like that. See, this crossing route should get big as a matched. But you can do something like that. But generally you want to throw this against either cover 1 or man blitzes, and practice mode makes it look close, but it's generally not that close. So yeah, that's the strong way off, and I'll catch you in the next one.